Hello there, this is Hannah or Elena or Yummies is Leet from givina.com or whatever you recognize me as. I've decided that I would maybe make a narration video and see if anyone was interested. This video is me designing a Pokemon sonar because I got really bored of the old one and I've decided that my new one will be a while because to me they are interesting enough for my own personality. But yeah. So right here is where I had a lot of trouble because I just couldn't get the fly trap part to be right with me, so I did the shapes on the reference image and then translated it to how I wanted it to be, and that made it a lot easier. Okay, so this is where I decide, you know what, I'm going to start on the line art, and line art is definitely not my favorite thing to do because I get all crazy and it's gotta be perfect and completely straight and stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't trace the sketch line for line. I usually just end up doing it how it feels right at the time, so there I put in a little cheek. And I had a lot of trouble with this as well. I got pretty frustrated with the right cheek because it just did not want to cooperate with me, but I fixed it up right here. Alright, so there is a part here where I do end up erasing one of the lines and just making a new layout and going over it because it doesn't want to work with me. I think I go back to it. Yeah, right here. So I just added a new layer and just redid it completely because I was not happy with it. And I was trying to make her so her hand was facing palm up here, but oh, it looks like I'm going back to the feet. So here we go. So I was trying to make her palm face upwards, but it didn't work out that well, so it just looks like the top of her hand. And I was just like, at that point, I kind of gave up on that. Yeah, here I decided to copy and paste the foot and fix it up because the other one's just not good enough. I had a little bit of trouble with the strands that come out of Moaw's head because I was just, where did they go? Like, and this part was a nightmare. I just could not get it to work, and when you transform something inside, it actually adds a layer of fuzziness on it, and I'm like, I don't want fuzziness on it, So I end up just making the top of her head, then lowering the opacity, and then trying again on a different layer. Alright, so this part, oh my god. So I got the first bit, and I was really content with that, and then I just could not get the bottom lip at all. I just kept, yeah, you see, it gets all wonky and not nice, so I decided to try for a mouth shape I liked, and then go again and keep trying. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix up the lip because it looks dumb, trying to make it look seamless. And there I picked the wrong brush size, and I'm like, oh no, which brush size was I using? This is me trying to fix the mouth. And then I was just like, whatever, this will do. So I end up having to clean that up and make it look seamless near the bottom of the jaw. Then at this point, I'm pretty much done everything. I just gotta clean up and add some teeth and, you know. So that was me merging all the layers. Yeah, and that was me trying to make the jaw, but then I was like, you know what, why don't I just have a giant tongue instead, you know, that's more interesting. So I started on a new layer, and I did that. And I decided, oh yeah, you know. And to me, that looked more interesting. And then, of course, gotta add my teeth. And then I realized I was on the wrong layer, so I had to redo the few teeth that I did end up doing. Yeah, and this is just me cleaning up the line art again. What I tend to do when I draw is go a layer up and then try and do something because I don't want to screw up my line art because it just enrages me. I hate it so much. I think at this point I decided I wasn't going to do the markings with a finer brush size. I was just going to do it straight on. You'll see what I mean. This is me picking up colors from the original and trying to find a scheme that I like because I didn't want it to be the basic colors. So I decided that I wanted it with a pink hue in it. And then here I end up adding some orange to it as well because I wanted the black to be a little bit darker but not too much, so. And then I think I end up changing the color compositions later. Yeah, so I actually grab a bit and I just make that a little bit darker because it's just too light, but I wanted to use that color for something. Anyway, so here's what I meant by not doing it in a finer brush size, like a part of the line art. I just did it so it would just look, I want to say natural, but I don't think there's anything natural about Pokemon. So I don't always color. Yeah, this is me flipping the heart because I'm not happy with it at all. I just got really frustrated with it. And then I merge it down and try to fix it. and it actually comes out looking a lot better. So don't settle for less. Yeah, but as I was saying, I don't always color like this. Sometimes I will just have a base and then use clipping groups to color on top of the base. But for this, I just decided, you know what, it's gonna be clean line art anyway. I can just get rid of the excess color later. So that's what I ended up doing. And here I realized that's way too dark, so I just made it lighter and then did the little cheek bit kind of dark, but kind of like a saturated version of the actual mouth. And then here I decided I didn't want the teeth to be completely like white, like 6F white. That I hate that so much. So I put a bit of a yellow hue over it, so it wouldn't be completely white, because I don't know about anyone. Oh, and here I forgot that Moals actually have this, so I just was like, you know, it's usually really pointy, but I'll just make it rounded. What was I saying? I don't remember, sorry. This is me changing my song. Oh yeah, right here, I'm trying to figure out how to invert the color, because I could have sworn there was a way to invert your color on the side, like you can in Photoshop. You just press this shortcut and it just inverts it. So I ended up actually copying the layer and taking it to Paint and trying to invert it there, but I couldn't find the thing for that either, so I just left it out. And then I ended up just moving it on the opposite end of the scale, and the reason I did it was for the eye color, because I wanted there to be a lot of contrast between her eye color and the actual colors used. And this is the early part I shaded with the eyes, because it is going to be for a reference sheet. And this is me just fixing up the eyeliner because it looked messed up. So I think it's right here. Yeah, right here I shade the eyes. It's just simple, you know. And here I get rid of all the color and make it all neat. And this is just me recoloring the line art so it's not freaking bright blue. Oh, and then I realized, oh no, I forgot the marking on the giant mouth, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do for the marking? And I just opted with a little, kind of looks like a nose, little tip. And this is the final result.